Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft on the Kingdom server. We're going to be showing you around Innsbrook again because it's been a while since I did the whole parkour thing last episode, and I think I've done a decent amount of progress. We don't really have a great kingdom yet. It's still just me here. You can always come and join me. I have my Discord down in the description. But let's get right to looking at the kingdom. We have fully upgraded the kitchen, which is not really a huge accomplishment. It's fairly cheap, but you can get super soup, which is a good way to stay alive, especially if you go to the war zone, which is hard. We have a decent blacksmith. It's not fully upgraded. We can still do a bit more, but 250,000 coins is just a bit out of my budget. We're doing pretty well though. We make a little bit more money now, and you'll be able to see why soon. As you probably saw, I have done a lot of work on this. We have a whole wraparound porch. That doesn't make much sense because I haven't actually built the walls to connect it to. But, I don't know. I like it. Still using dirt to protect my chest here because apparently you can just reach across kingdom borders and snag them. So I've also built this whole area down here with a lot more supplies just to keep them all safe, hopefully. You know, until raiding happens, and then I imagine all bets are off. We have a horse! Horses. I wasn't expecting to get a horse. It was entirely random that I managed to find a horse. Again, very well might be lost sometime. Got a little bit of a melon and pumpkin farm down here using torchlight. I don't really know why I decided to do that. I have an entire riverbank that I just used for farmland over there. But I decided, you know what, I didn't really want to plan to have space for all of the free blocks for them to plant. So I have mostly potatoes and wheat, though there are some carrots dispersed in there. So hey, if you ever want a meal, come on over to Innsbrook. We have an inn. It has food. It's kind of the whole idea there. Most of the progress has been done underground, though. And by most, I mean a ton of progress. I bought some iron factories. Let's see, do you have... Nice. I'm currently in the process of upgrading all of them. That one's a pretty good one. This one's a pretty bad one. I still need to get to 5,000 in order to upgrade it fully. But we've got 2 fully upgraded coal factories, which are decent. The iron factory is clearly kind of the better idea to go with. But I got the original coal factory just for making, you know, a kingdom and completing the tutorial quest. They're very cheap, but I don't want to spend money on them, honestly. And then I got the second one because someone decided to just make a kingdom nearby and not claim anything. I was willing to just leave it be. I didn't have any issue with that. However, I was on the server and coincidentally 2 people came by and just saw that there was a bunch of unclaimed things and was like, okay, well, we're just going to give it to the next person we meet. And I guess that was me, because they were like, hey, we stole this for you. I was like, oh, thanks, I guess. I don't know, I felt a little bit guilty, but there's not much you can do when someone else does the stealing for you. I've noticed that apparently some kingdoms just don't claim their factories, which seems a little strange to me, because I'm pretty sure it's helpful to claim your factories. That's kind of how you succeed. I think you need to have your kingdoms within your... need to have your factories within your kingdoms, like I do, and that gives you this whole energy statistic. And by having energy, you can do things when raiding is implemented, which is probably going to be sometime in the near future, and I don't know how well my kingdom's going to do when that happens. I'm going to probably grab all of my factories and stuff, but this entire inn that I've been working on might just be entirely destroyed. That's probably my only goal for the initial raiding period, is trying and seeing this thing not get utterly destroyed. But yeah, I'm going for a live edge log cabin look, so it's a lot more work than just going with the basic planks design. On the other hand, that probably looks better than what I can make. On the other hand, mine will be bigger until it gets burnt down by the first raiding party, so, you know. You win some, you lose some, I guess. Now, speaking of that, we're going to be trying to win some. We probably aren't going to, but I decided to save what I could in order to prepare for this. I have opened one Warzone crate off camera, and I got terrible loot, so I'm not having a whole lot of hope for this, but who knows, maybe I'll get lucky. I'm also just going to open up my bottom bar. I don't think that's really how it works, but might as well spin the loot spinner, see what happens. Let's see, get those coins first. It's a small amount of money, but I can honestly say that sometimes you just find a ton of them in a row, and sometimes it's a lot less than that. I've picked up, I think the lowest amount I've ever picked up was 17, whereas I've also managed to find like 400 just lying on the ground. So, without further ado, it's very dramatic. Oh, wow. You shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. This is nearly useless. I guess, okay. Let me explain why I say that, because you might be like, those are decent. Chainmail costs 250. Iron, 1,000. So, respectable. But anyone who has this can just buy this. So, hey, if anyone joins my Discord, comes over to Innsbrook and joins me, you get this for free. Because I can. I'll probably give you some other free stuff. And you know, you'll have access to a horse until someone steals it, because I'm sure someone will. It's pretty much a given at this point. It's kind of just how this whole thing works. Ooh, potion of sift. Ooh, this is decent. This is not, but the potion is decent. I will happily take these. The super suit can go with my other super suit. They're pretty good, honestly. I haven't used one myself, but it's not a bad item to have on hand, if I'm being honest. I guess stone hoe isn't the worst item either. I mean, I don't think I can craft them. I don't have the recipe. I don't think you start off with it. So yeah, might not be too bad to have. It saves me a tiny bit of money. Finally. I don't know if this stops on its own or not. This is better loot than I was expecting, though. Okay, it does stop on its own. Do I get more? Oh, it's a second cave. That's going to cost me 25,000 to make and take an hour. That's good to know. Okay, I think it's going to stop on that, apparently. 2 caves. Okay, that actually hurt my eyes a little bit. I wasn't expecting it to suddenly spasm about. But, very cool stuff, I think. Ooh, a spawner. Now this is really interesting. We're going to place this down there where it's protected. I've actually found one chicken, as you can probably tell from some of my chest inventory. I just found it wandering around. Same cases with that horse, actually. But let's see, where do I want to put this? Probably kind of off to the side. I don't want it to be prominent. Yeah. No. No, actually, I don't want to do that. It just occurred to me that it would probably be better not to put it by a wall, because then it might not spawn things. It might spawn them outside of the wall. Yes, confirm. Perfect. How long does this take? 3 minutes? Cool. Well, I have 2 caves now, so 2 cave 2s. I think I'm probably going to just save the blueprints for now, because I think that you sometimes get, like, challenges where you have to build caves. The current one is to mine gold, and I just don't have enough where I can just go and mine all this stuff in the Kingdoms world. I managed to do this earlier today, and I managed to do it by hiding in the dirt. Like, the classic, it's my first night in Minecraft, and I didn't build a house fast enough. I need to be safe. How will I do it? Dig down 2 blocks. Toss one above head. I did that. I have no pride. And you know what? It worked. It was a winning strategy. No one can fault me for taking the strategy. That worked. I stayed alive for those 15 minutes. Because otherwise, you just kind of end up dying really fast. Or at least if you're me, you end up dying very quickly. You guys might be able to survive a lot better. But when I go to the war zone, I just take a couple of picks and try to get some loot, because it sells well if you manage to get back safely. And those 2 chests that I got were both from the war zone. And honestly, one of them was pretty decent. The first one, not at all. This, not going to be worth a whole lot. But it is worth a tiny bit more than refined iron for reasons, I guess. So that's pretty nice. We're going to make sure to prosper off of that. But yeah, with all that said, Innsbrook is coming along nicely without you all. You guys should come on and join me. I would love to have you. It will be a fun time. I'm on my Discord as much as I can, but admittedly I'm about to enter my spring break. And during spring break I will be available a whole lot more. So I do say that you should come on and join me. So leave a like, comment, check out the Discord down in the description. And then be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell if you haven't already. With all that said, I'll see you next week. Tune in next Sunday. Or ring the notification bell. You won't have to remember. But it is every Sunday. See you next time.